Welcome to English Minds.
The podcast where we make learning English fun and easy.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to English Minds podcast, where learning English is easy, fun, and practical. I'm Emily.
And I'm Mark. Hey, everyone. Excited to be here today.
Before we dive in, don't forget we have a PDF download in the description. You can follow along, practice all the phrases, and really get comfortable talking about yourself in English.
Yes, today's topic is super important, how to talk about yourself in English. Whether it's meeting new friends, going for a job interview, or just chatting casually, knowing what to say is key.
And we're going to make it fun with jokes, laughter, mini quizzes, and of course, practical phrases you can use right away.
Exactly, and I promise by the end of this episode, you'll feel much more confident introducing yourself.
All right, let's start with the basics. When someone asks, "Tell me about yourself," what's the first thing you usually think, Mark?
Oh, that question. I usually panic and say something like, I like stuff. Not exactly impressive, right?
Yep, that's classic. But don't worry, we're going to fix that. Let's break it down into easy parts.
Okay, so part one is usually your name and where you're from, right?
Exactly. For example, you can say, "Hi, my name is Emily, and I'm from London." Or, "Hello, I'm Mark, and I come from New York."
And here's a fun tip. You can add something small about your city or country, like, I'm from London, which is famous for its double-decker buses and amazing tea.
Yes, that makes you sound friendly and interesting, and it's a great conversation starter.
All right, next part. Your job or studies. How would you say that naturally?
You can say, "I work as a graphic designer," or "I'm studying psychology at university." And you can always add a little fun fact like, "I'm studying psychology and I love learning about why people do funny things."
That's perfect. People love humor mixed with info. It makes you memorable.
And after that, you can talk about your hobbies and interests. For example, "In my free time, I love painting and hiking," or "I enjoy reading novels and playing basketball."
Quick quiz. What's better? I like reading or I enjoy reading?
Great question. Both are correct, but "I enjoy reading" sounds a bit more natural and enthusiastic in conversation.
Nice. I'll remember that.
And now the fun part, talking about your personality. You can say things like, "I'm friendly and outgoing," or "I'm curious and love learning new things."
I love that part because you can always add a funny line like, I'm friendly unless someone eats my chocolate.
Exactly. Humor always makes your introduction more engaging.
Okay, let's put it all together. Imagine someone asks you, tell me about yourself. A complete answer could be, hi, I'm Mark, and I come from New York, a city that never sleeps. I work as a graphic designer, and in my free time, I enjoy painting and basketball. I'd say I'm friendly and curious, and I never turn down chocolate.
Perfect! That's a full, natural answer. And listeners, notice how Mark added extra details and a little joke. It makes you sound confident and approachable.
All right, next section. Common mistakes to avoid.
Oh, yes. The first mistake is giving too short an answer. For example, just saying, "I'm Mark."
Yeah, that's a conversation killer. You want to add details that make people interested in you.
Exactly. Mistake number 2 is overloading with information, like giving your whole life story in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I was born in 1990. I went to 5 different schools. My dog's name is... No. Keep it concise and fun.
Exactly. A good rule is name plus where you're from plus job or studies plus hobbies plus personality plus optional fun fact or joke.
And don't forget the practice tip, record yourself answering and listen back. It helps you sound natural.
Absolutely. And now let's do a mini role play so our listeners can practice along.
Great. I'll be the new friend and you introduce yourself.
Okay, here we go. "Hi, I'm Emily, and I'm from London. I work as a teacher, and in my free time, I enjoy hiking and painting. I'd say I'm friendly and a bit adventurous, and I love chocolate.
That's perfect. That was fun and natural.
All right, listeners, your turn. Pause the episode and try saying that out loud. Don't worry about mistakes. Practice is the key.
All right, next situation, the job interview. This one can be tricky because you want to sound professional and natural.
Exactly. And the key here is to structure your answer. You can use the same formula we talked about. Name plus where you're from, plus job or studies, plus hobbies, plus personality, plus fun fact.
Let's try an example. Imagine the interviewer asks you, "Tell me about yourself." You could say, "Hi, my name's Mark. I'm from New York. I've been working as a graphic designer for 3 years, focusing on web and app design. In my free time, I enjoy hiking and photography. I'm a curious person, and I love learning new skills. Fun fact, I once designed a website for a small charity, and it went viral."
Perfect. Notice how Mark included professional info and also added a personal touch. It makes you memorable.
And here's a mini quiz for our listeners. Quiz, what part of that answer makes it stand out in an interview?
The answer is the fun fact about the charity website. It shows your skills and personality without being too long.
Exactly. Now, a common mistake is just listing your job experience. I worked at Company X for 3 years. Boring.
Yes, always add details and personality. The interviewer will remember you better if your answer is engaging.
All right, let's switch to casual conversations. How do you talk about yourself when meeting new friends?
Easy. Keep it light and friendly. For example, "Hi, I'm Emily. I live in London and I love painting and hiking. I'm always looking for new adventures and I can't resist a good chocolate cake."
Perfect. You don't need to give your whole life story, just enough to start a conversation.
Another fun tip, ask a question back, like, "Hi, I'm Emily. What about you? What do you like to do?"
That's a great point. English conversations are two-way streets. You share and then you ask. It keeps the dialogue flowing.
Now let's talk about hobbies and interests. These are great because they show your personality.
Yep, for example, instead of saying, "I like sports," try something more specific. "I love playing basketball on weekends and I enjoy running in the park."
And even better, add a funny or interesting twist. "I enjoy running, mostly to catch the ice cream truck."
That's a classic, and it's memorable. People remember funny, relatable lines.
All right, now let's move to personality descriptions. This is where many learners struggle.
True. A simple trick is to use 2 or 3 adjectives, like "I'm friendly, curious, and a bit adventurous."
And you can give examples, like, "I'm friendly, I love meeting new people. I'm curious, I always ask questions about new places and cultures. And adventurous, last month I tried rock climbing for the first time."
Perfect. Always show. Don't just tell. It makes your personality believable.
Okay, mini quiz time. Cue, which sentence sounds more natural? "I am kind, smart, funny." "I'm kind, I love helping friends. I'm smart, I enjoy solving puzzles. And funny, I always make people laugh with my silly jokes."
Definitely B. It gives examples and makes it real.
Yes, adjectives without examples can sound empty. Adding a small story or detail makes your English sound natural and engaging.
All right, let's do a practice scenario. Imagine you meet someone at a party. I'll ask the questions, and Emily, you answer. "Hi, Emily. Nice to meet you. So, what do you do?"
"Hi, Mark. Nice to meet you too. I'm a teacher and I work at a language school in London. I love helping people learn English. It's so rewarding."
That's awesome. And what do you like to do in your free time?
I enjoy hiking and painting. And I have a funny little habit. I talk to my plants while painting.
That's awesome. That's friendly, fun, and memorable.
Now, listeners, pause and try it yourself. Record your answer and see how it sounds.
All right, moving on, let's talk about common phrases for talking about yourself.
Yes. For hobbies, I enjoy, I love, I'm passionate about.
For work or studies, I work as, I'm studying, I specialize in.
For personality, I'd describe myself as, people say I'm.
And for fun facts or quirks, a fun fact about me is, something unusual about me is, I have a funny habit.
Awesome. And here's a tip. Mix them up naturally. Don't sound like a robot. I work as a teacher. I enjoy painting. I'm friendly. Fun fact, I talk to my plants.
Exactly. Always sound like yourself with a bit of humor if you can.
All right, now let's do a role play combining all the tips. I'll start. Hi, I'm Emily from London. I teach English at a language school, and in my free time, I love hiking and painting. I'd say I'm friendly and curious, and I have a silly habit of talking to my plants while painting.
Haha, that's amazing. I'm Mark from New York. I work as a graphic designer and I enjoy basketball and photography. I'm adventurous and always looking for new challenges, and I never turn down chocolate.
See how natural that flows? And listeners, you can copy this structure, adding your own details and personality.
All right, next topic, talking about achievements. This is useful in interviews, networking, or even casual chats when people ask, "What have you done recently?"
Yes, you don't want to brag, but you also don't want to understate your achievements. The trick is to be confident but humble.
For example, instead of saying, "I'm the best graphic designer ever," you can say, "I recently designed a website for a small charity and it got over 10,000 visitors in a week. It was really rewarding."
Perfect. Notice how Mark shows the achievement with numbers and results, which makes it impressive without being arrogant.
And here's a cultural tip. In English-speaking countries, it's normal to mention your achievements lightly. People appreciate confidence, but avoid exaggeration.
Exactly. Now, a common mistake is saying things like, "I've done many things. I'm very talented." Too vague.
Yep, always give specifics. Numbers, projects, or even little stories make your achievement real and believable.
Okay, next tricky situation. Talking about weaknesses. Many learners panic when asked, "What's your weakness?"
Yep, I've been there. But here's the trick. Pick a weakness and show how you're improving it.
For example, I sometimes get nervous when speaking in large groups, but I've been practicing by giving small presentations every week.
Perfect. You admit a weakness, show growth, and turn it into a positive.
And never say something like, "I have no weaknesses." That sounds unrealistic and even funny in the wrong way.
All right, now let's do a mini practice. I'll ask, and Emily, you answer. Emily, can you tell me one of your weaknesses?
Sure, I sometimes take too long deciding on small things, but I've been improving by making quicker decisions and trusting my first instincts.
Perfect. That's confident, honest, and shows personal growth.
Moving on, let's discuss cultural notes for natural English.
Yes, for instance, in casual conversation, English speakers often mix humor with self-introduction, saying something like, "I love running mostly to catch the ice cream truck." Makes you memorable.
Also, small jokes or playful comments show that you're approachable, which is great in both social and professional settings.
Another tip, don't overuse "I" all the time. Mix in questions or comments about the other person.
Exactly. Instead of just saying, "I like painting, I like hiking, I like chocolate," you can say, "I love hiking and painting. What about you? Do you have any hobbies?"
That keeps the conversation two-way, which is much more natural.
All right, now let's do a full casual conversation practice. Ready, Mark?
Ready.
Hi, Mark. I'm Emily from London. I teach English at a language school, and in my free time, I enjoy hiking and painting. I'd say I'm friendly and curious, and I have a funny habit of talking to my plants while painting.
That's awesome. I'm Mark from New York. I work as a graphic designer and I enjoy basketball and photography. I'm adventurous and always looking for new challenges, and I never turn down chocolate.
Wow, sounds like we have a lot in common. Do you also enjoy painting?
I try, but my paintings usually look like abstract chaos.
What about hiking?
I love it. Last weekend, I hiked to a waterfall, and it was amazing, although I almost tripped on a rock. Sounds like fun. I'll have to try that trail sometime.
Listeners, notice how natural questions and shared experiences keep the conversation flowing. Try this with a friend or record yourself practicing.
All right, let's move on to advanced tips for sounding native.
Tip number 1, use contractions. Instead of I am, say I'm. Instead of I have, say I've.
Tip number 2, use natural phrases. Instead of I like to eat ice cream, you can say I'm really into ice cream.
Tip number 3, add small comments or laughter naturally. English speakers often say, I love hiking. It's the best. Haha. It sounds friendly and casual.
Tip number 4, pause naturally. Don't rush your sentences. Small pauses make you sound more confident and clear.
Tip number 5, mix in cultural references lightly, like, I love watching the football game on Sundays, or I enjoy baking scones, a little British tradition.
Perfect. Now let's do a final practice scenario combining all tips.
Hi, I'm Emily from London. I teach English and love helping people learn new skills. In my free time, I enjoy hiking, painting, and baking scones. Haha. I'd say I'm friendly and curious, and fun fact, I talk to my plants while painting.
Hi, Emily. I'm Mark from New York. I work as a graphic designer and enjoy photography and basketball. I'm adventurous and always looking for new challenges, and I never turn down chocolate.
Sounds like we could go on a hiking adventure together. Do you like exploring new trails?
Absolutely. I love discovering hidden spots around the city. Maybe we can plan a weekend trip.
Listeners, notice how this mixes all the elements: self-introduction, hobbies, personality, fun facts, humor, and questions.
Exactly. And with practice, your answers will sound just as natural.
All right, let's wrap up with some key takeaways. Number 1, use the formula. Name, where you're from, job, studies, hobbies, personality, optional fun fact or joke. Number 2, add details and examples. Don't just list adjectives. Number 3, mix in humor or playful comments to be memorable. Number 4, practice two-way conversations. Ask questions back. And number 5, use contractions, natural phrases, and small pauses to sound native.
And finally, don't forget to record yourself and practice. You'll improve every time you speak out loud.
That's it for today's episode. Remember, the PDF download is in the description, so you can practice all these phrases and examples at your own pace.
Thanks for joining us. We hope you enjoyed this episode and feel more confident talking about yourself in English.
And we'll see you next time on English Minds Podcast, where learning English is fun, easy, and practical.
Bye, everyone. Keep practicing and remember to have fun while learning.